Since Ripple revealed the existence of private versions of the XRP ledger, the question on everyone's mind is, what will drive users to the public ledger? This has sparked heated discussions, especially about whether there's a divide between XRP on private chains and XRP on the public chain. In this video, we'll dive deep into the topic and break it all down for you. Trust me, this is something you don't want to miss. Once you connect the dots, you'll see why this is a game changer for XRP's future. Get ready, because understanding this could completely shift your perspective on just how bullish things are for your XRP. Let's get into it. Tired of fake gurus who claim to be expert traders but never trade live? I trade live on the second largest crypto exchange, where everything is transparent and results can't be faked. For over 440 days, I've consistently closed every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have earned over $34,000 in profits, with only 4% drawdown. Verified results, not empty claims. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in my profile and start copying my trades for free today. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm excited to dive into today's topic, private ledgers, specifically private XRP ledgers. This has been a hot topic in the blockchain world, and for good reason. People are asking some pretty big questions about them. For example, if Ripple has these private XRP ledgers where major financial institutions can interact anonymously, why would they ever move to the public ledger? And how does all this private activity impact the value of the XRP that's held by the public? These are fantastic questions, and there's a lot to unpack here, so stick with me until the end, because we'll be covering some crucial insights. Now, before we dig into the details, it's important to clear up a common misconception. There aren't multiple XRP ledgers floating around. There's only one XRP ledger, the public one we all know and love. The term versions is key here because private ledgers are essentially extensions or adaptations of the same XRP technology. So, why do these private versions exist? That's exactly what we're going to explore. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of how it all fits together. There are other chains built on the same code base as the XRP ledger, but with unique configurations tailored for different purposes. Let me break down one key reason for this in a way that's easy to grasp. Imagine a world where DLT and blockchain technology power the global financial system, tracking money everywhere. Sounds futuristic, right? But here's the thing. Would you really want everything to exist on a public chain? Probably not. After all, you wouldn't want your personal bank account out there for everyone to see, would you? I've always appreciated the privacy of knowing that no one can peek into my bank account. Imagine a future where every financial transaction lives on a public blockchain. Suddenly, anyone could see exactly how much money you have, what you're buying, what you're selling. Let's be real. Most of us don't want that. We want speed and efficiency in our transactions, sure, but not at the cost of our privacy. Now think about financial institutions. Whether you're a small business or a massive corporation, would you want your competitors snooping through your treasury, analyzing your every move? Of course not. That's why it's critical to understand the need for balance. Public, decentralized blockchains have their place, but so do private, permissioned chains. Each serves a unique purpose, and together, they open up endless possibilities for secure and flexible financial innovation. Think about how you use the internet today. Take your camera roll, for example. It's personal, private, and most of us wouldn't dream of sharing the whole thing with the world. But there are moments, snapshots, we're excited to share, and that's where social media comes into play. It's a perfect example of how private and public databases coexist in our daily lives. They flow together effortlessly. The more we add to our private camera rolls, the more we're inspired to share those standout moments with the world. It's a seamless dance between what we keep close and what we choose to share. As public networks grow larger and more interconnected, the amount of shared information skyrockets. But with this expansion comes a rising need for private solutions, personalized spaces to securely store sensitive data. In the world of Web 2.0, we already see the value of balancing public and private systems. Now imagine taking that same idea and applying it to the future of finance. We'll have public value transfer networks for open transactions and private ones for more controlled exchanges. Ripple is already ahead of the game, saying, well, we've got the public XRP ledger ready to go. They're bridging the gap between public and private in the financial world. We already have this seamless, decentralized, neutral ledger that allows anyone to interact freely. But here's the thing, you might not necessarily need everything on the public XRP ledger. right? Sometimes you need a private, permissioned ledger. It's pretty clear why. Who wants to put everything out there on a public network? Nobody. Now, to really tap into the power of the public network, you need to have one foot in the system first. Think of it like posting a picture to Instagram or Facebook. If you don't have a camera roll, where are your pictures coming from? It's inefficient, even frustrating. What are you posting at that point? Sure, you might have a beautiful photo hanging on your wall, but unless it's digitized and on your phone, you can't share it. That's the same idea here. It's about bridging the gap between private and public in a way that makes sense. Getting information into the public system is no easy task. It's a challenge we see across industries. The same holds true for the financial revolution unfolding before us. For financial institutions to embrace the shift and start digitizing their assets, they need a starting point. And that starting point? Tokenizing their systems internally. Think about it. These institutions are sitting on mountains of outdated analog assets. Step one is bringing those assets on-chain, but likely within their own private centralized blockchains first, keeping it in-house before venturing onto public blockchains. This gradual transition makes sense and explains why Ripple is heavily focusing on building private chains. It's all about laying the foundation for the future of finance. Most financial institutions aren't looking to reinvent the wheel. Building on the XRP ledger isn't their forte. They're experts at running their businesses, not mastering the tech behind it. Truth be told, many don't even fully understand the infrastructure their operations rely on. They just use what's available. That's where Ripple steps in. With a comprehensive solution, Ripple offers custody services, custom-built chains, and seamless integration with the public XRP ledger. The idea that these institutions would take on the massive task of building all this themselves, it just doesn't hold up. Ripple is here to bridge the gap. The reason their systems are so inefficient today is simple. They don't know how to build for the future. That's where Ripple steps in, offering a holistic suite of products to help them leap from outdated analog systems to cutting-edge, decentralized digital ones powered by public blockchains. But here's the key. Private chains act as the bridge, a crucial stepping stone to transition value from the old world to the new financial era. Ripple brings it all together, creating a seamless path forward. And let's be honest, no financial institution is diving into blockchain without rigorous testing first. Private chains make that transition safe, smart, and practical, showcasing just how this technology can work in real-world applications. A common question pops up often: is there another XRP on other chains? The short answer: no. The only XRP that exists lives on the public XRP ledger. Here's why. The magic of XRP lies in its role as a neutral, decentralized, counterparty-free asset on a public chain. On a public, trustless chain, you need an asset like XRP to represent pure liquidity, free from the control of any single entity. Without it, you'd always be tied to a counterparty, losing that key neutrality. That's what makes XRP so special. It's completely decentralized, completely counterparty-free. On private or centralized chains, the story changes. There, a single entity controls the chain, and by extension, the native asset, giving them the power to manipulate it however they see fit. For XRP, neutrality isn't just a feature, it's the foundation. Assets on a private chain lack the unique qualities of XRP on the public chain. Simply put, the public XRP ledger is one of a kind. It can't just be cloned or replaced. You can't spin up a new ledger and expect it to serve the same purpose the public ledger does today. What you can do, however, is enhance the public XRP ledger by introducing private sidechains. These allow financial institutions to operate in a way that suits them on private chains, while still tapping into the power of the public ledger. It's not about forcing them to choose one or the other. That approach leaves gaps. Relying solely on private chains keeps you stuck in the same permissioned, centralized systems they're already using, while doing everything on the public ledger just doesn't work, for countless reasons we've already discussed. The solution lies in the balance. Ripple is paving the way for financial institutions to embrace blockchain with a seamless, all-in-one solution. For the past decade, they've been taking steady strides forward, and this is just the next step in their journey. What makes Ripple stand out? They're not just helping institutions adapt. They're becoming an essential partner during this pivotal transformation. They won't just take over custody, they'll also handle regulatory compliance, launch their own stablecoin, and introduce institutional DeFi products. Add to that centralized messaging tools, and you've got an interconnected system designed to steer financial institutions toward the public XRP ledger. Imagine this. If these institutions are already using Ripple's robust infrastructure, fully integrated with the XRP ledger, it becomes something truly unique, something you can't just replicate. In the end, when sourcing decentralized, neutral liquidity, the most logical destination for these institutions will likely be the same public XRP ledger we all have a stake in. This shift is game-changing, and it's crucial to grasp its significance. Ripple is creating a gateway, a seamless bridge for financial institutions to step into the digital world without the hassle of figuring it out alone. Whether it's a global bank or a company like Uber, most of these institutions are busy focusing on their core business. Ripple steps in to solve the challenges they haven't tackled yet, paving the way for a smoother digital transition. Ripple is reimagining the financial system's plumbing. Its goal? To let major financial institutions adopt Ripple's technology seamlessly without needing to rebuild their entire infrastructure. By doing so, Ripple brings these heavyweights into the blockchain world, giving them the benefits of a faster, more efficient system without disrupting their core business. This is the ultimate vision for the public XRP ledger. And guess what? Private ledgers play a key role in achieving that vision, acting as the bridge to this bold future. Understanding the difference between private and public chains, and how they complement each other, is vital to seeing the bigger picture. Both are essential, working hand in hand to drive progress. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this breakdown cleared things up and gave you some fresh insights into Ripple's strategy.